Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle.
I'm Atticus.
And I'm Philly.
While every episode of Fun Facts Daily is clean and appropriate for listeners of all ages, on the first Friday of every month, I like to make a special Family Fun Friday with my kids co-hosting as we explore a topic they love and hopefully you and your family will too. This one was actually chosen by Philly after she read a book that inspired her.
Today, we'll be learning all about dolphins. They are some of the smartest and coolest animals in the ocean.
As a teacher, I know thinking critically is an important part of learning. It's a mental workout to keep your brain strong and healthy.
So, before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell truth from fiction.
Consider this. Dolphins live in big groups, and they're always chattering with clicks and whistles. But is it possible that dolphins use those sounds to call each other by name, just like people do?
What do you think? Is it an actual fact or too good to be true?
We'll find out at the end of the episode.
Now for your word of the day.
Our word for today is fluke.
The fluke is the name for a dolphin's tail. Unlike a fish's tail, which moves side to side, a dolphin's fluke is horizontal and moves up and down to propel them through the water with incredible power and speed. Each lobe of the tail is called a fluke. The word likely comes from an old term for a flounder or other flat fish because of its flat shape. A dolphin's fluke is so strong it can launch its entire body out of the water. The fluke isn't the only part of the dolphin with a special name, though. The fin on the dolphin's back that helps it stay balanced is called the dorsal fin. The two fins on the side, which act like arms for steering, are called pectoral fins or flippers. And that little hole on the very top of the dolphin's head that acts as his nose, it's called the blowhole. It closes tightly underwater and opens so they can breathe air at the surface. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about dolphins.
Number 1. The biggest dolphin is probably not what you think it is.
When most people picture a dolphin, they usually imagine a bottlenose dolphin. But the dolphin family, known as Delphinidae, is actually very big and diverse with over 40 different species. The largest member of this family is the orca, also known as a killer whale. That's right, killer whales are actually the world's biggest dolphins. Male orcas can grow up to 32 feet long and weigh over 12,000 pounds, which is longer than a school bus and heavier than an elephant. Despite the scary name, orcas are actually incredibly intelligent and social animals that live in tight-knit family groups. So they may not be as vicious as a name like killer whale would suggest, but their size and strength put them at the very top of the ocean food chain with no natural predators.
Number 2. Dolphins used to walk on land.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's true. The ancient ancestors of dolphins were land-dwelling mammals that lived over 50 million years ago. Scientists believe these creatures, which may have looked something like small wolves, started spending more and more time in the water to find food or escape predators. Over millions of years of evolution, their bodies adapted perfectly to life in the sea. Their front legs evolved into flippers for steering, their back legs disappeared, and their tails transformed into powerful flukes to propel them through the water. They even developed a blowhole on the top of their heads, which is a modified nose that allows them to breathe easily at the surface without lifting their whole head out of the water.
Number 3. A dolphin can sleep and swim at the same time.
Dolphins have to be conscious to breathe, meaning they have to actively decide to go to the surface and take a breath. So, how do they sleep without drowning? They have a remarkable solution. They only let one half of their brain sleep at a time. It's called unihemispheric slow wave sleep. While one half of the brain is resting, the other half remains awake and alert. The eye on the sleeping side of the brain closes while the eye on the awake side stays open, watching for predators and obstacles. This allows the dolphin to continue swimming, breathing, and monitoring its environment even while it's getting the rest it needs. After a couple of hours, they switch sides, letting the other half of the brain rest.
Number 4. For more than 20 years, a legendary dolphin named Pakicetus Jack worked as a free tour guide for ships.
From 1888 to 1912, sailors navigating the treacherous waters of the Cook Strait in New Zealand had a very special guide. A Rousseau's dolphin, nicknamed Pakicetus Jack, would appear and swim alongside ships, guiding them through a dangerous channel called French Pass. For 24 years, he would meet boats and ride their bow waves, showing them the safest path through the rocky waters. Pakicetus Jack became so famous and beloved that in 1904, New Zealand passed a special law to protect him, making it illegal for anyone to harm him. He's one of the first individual sea creatures in the world to be protected by law. His reliable and friendly guidance saved countless ships from potential wrecks, earning him a permanent place in maritime history as a true hero of the sea.
In our 5th and final fun fact, dolphins known to act like real-life superheroes, protecting people from sharks.
There are incredible real-life accounts of this happening. In 2007, a surfer named Todd Endress was in the water in Monterey Bay, California, when he was attacked by a great white shark. The shark struck him 3 times, and he was badly injured. Just then, a pod of bottlenose dolphins swarmed the area and formed a tight, protective circle around him, creating a shield that kept the shark from attacking again. This brave act gave Todd the chance he needed to get back to shore. And that wasn't an isolated incident. Back in 2004, off the coast of New Zealand, a group of 4 swimmers were suddenly circled by a pod of dolphins that herded them together and wouldn't let them leave. The swimmers were confused and scared until they realized the dolphins were protecting them from a 10-foot great white shark swimming nearby. In both cases, witnesses were certain that without the dolphins' help, the stories would have had a much sadder ending. Now for some news you can use.
You can help keep dolphins safe when your family goes to the grocery store.
That's right. One of the biggest threats to dolphins in the wild is actually getting caught in fishing nets. But you can help by making a smart choice at the store. When you buy canned tuna, look for a special label that says Dolphin Safe. This label means that the company that caught the tuna followed specific fishing methods to avoid harming dolphins. By choosing products with this label, your family is supporting companies that are working to protect dolphins and our oceans.
To earn that special Dolphin Safe label, fishing companies must promise that no dolphins were chased and circled with nets or harmed during their fishing trip. For a long time, fishermen in certain parts of the ocean knew that large yellowfin tuna often swim underneath pods of dolphins, so they would track the dolphins to find the tuna and then capture both in massive nets. Now, Dolphin-safe fishermen use different methods. They agree to only set their nets on schools of tuna that are swimming by themselves, or they fish around floating objects that attract tuna without involving dolphins. Many fishing vessels are even required to have an independent observer on board to verify that these safe practices are followed on every catch. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, we asked, is it possible that dolphins call each other by name? Could their clicks and whistles really be that specific?
It's a fact. Research has shown that dolphins develop their own unique signature whistle within the first few months of their lives. And this whistle acts just like a name.
Exactly. A dolphin's signature whistle is a specific combination of loops and frequencies that's unique to them. Other dolphins in their pod recognize it and can even copy it to call out to that specific dolphin. Scientists have tested this by recording a dolphin's signature whistle and playing it back underwater. When a dolphin hears its own, quote, name being called, it will almost always respond, while it tends to ignore the signature whistles of other dolphins. It's an incredible discovery that shows just how complex and personal their communication really is.
I hope you enjoyed learning about dolphins with us.
And be sure to tune in every weekday for more fun facts.
Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by us, Kyle, Atticus, and Philly. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with us. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.